What's up everybody? It's time to make another reload loadout video for Zero Build because the lootpool has changed a lot in the last couple months. We just got these things, and this for a hot minute, and a ton of good shotguns too. So what's the best loadout now? Let's figure all that out. We start off with the shotguns. And Reload's lootpool has a lot of good variety and too many choices. It's like your Brad Pitt on Tinder, you got lots of options. These are the classics, the pump and the tac. You can't go wrong there, of course. The nice bonus with these weapons is they're so reliable and dependable. I mean, they're 7 years old, right? We ain't throwing them out for eating crackers in bed, you know what I mean? But there are other options that might be a little better. I know, blasphemy, right? Speaking of reliable, you definitely do not want the wood stake shotgun in your loadout. A lot of people think this is a better version of the heavy, but I'm wondering what kind of lettuce they're smoking. The dub is interesting, but it's not really much of a headshot shotgun. And that weird double shooting mechanic doesn't really fit anymore into Zero Build. I think player movement is just too good now. The prime shotgun is pretty nice too, especially if you can keep the first shot reloaded. If you didn't know already, the prime's first shot is 1.5 times damage. I don't think it's the best shotgun, but it's definitely up there. Thunder shotgun is very, very good, but it's not quite as good as the classic pump, and it needs an 11 pellet spread, so you gotta be pretty accurate. My money is on the auto shotgun. I didn't realize it back in chapter 3 because I was clueless, but it's literally the tac with higher damage. So why take the tac, right? Go auto. One caveat here, it's still a pump versus tac style shotgun debate, and it also depends on if you run a third gun too. Take the classic pump if you run 3 weapons, run auto if you go with 2 guns. Alrighty, on to the second weapon, the longer range one. The options here are not as diverse as the shotguns, but there are some good choices. We sure as heck aren't running the sideways rifle or the Stark rifle.
Stop it, get some help.
The classic AR/SCAR is okay. The problem is that guns' lower rarities are pretty dookie. And overall, it doesn't really hold up versus the newer weapons, especially the blue rarity. A blue hammer AR will be miles better than the blue AR. Might be time to take the notion that the SCAR is the best Fortnite AR out to the woodshed.
And just look at the flowers.
I like the burst AR, it's pretty solid. Has the old 3 burst too. Is that better than a 2 burst? I don't think so. I think 2's better for first shot accuracy and better accuracy overall. You don't have to start lowering the body when you're shooting. The snipers are solid options for long range. One issue I do find with them is we kind of need our longer range weapon to also handle some short work too, especially running 2 weapons. If a fight runs too long, might be wraps. But you can ego peek all day long. Look at this clip. What the heck do you do here? Are you serious? Did you just see that? Look at these guys. It's like a car. What do you got?
Yeah.
You know, that's not sniper skill. Anyone can hard peek. Anyways, personally, I am a big fan of the infantry rifle. It hits pretty hard and has good accuracy, but the hammer AR is definitely the go-to here. It's the best AR in the entire 5-chapter Fortnite pool, and it handles the close-up roll very well too. Heck, I'll run a green one over a SCAR any day. Alrighty, on to the third slot and another edition of 2 guns versus 3 debate. Most players these days run 2, so this slot is gonna be some kind of utility for most of you. So let's put the mobility here, preferably the grappler. Why not shockwaves? That is a good debate. Which one is better? The combo of either one with the pump for the classic get some air and hit him with the cranium trick will work, although I think the grappler is a little better for this move. I also say grappler because you can be more precise and you can't hold 10 shocks in one inventory slot. But shockwaves are 100%, very close second. Crash pads are third, of course. On a side note, a lot of players still do not know that you do not need to be holding crash pads to deploy them. You just hit your jump button twice and they'll automatically deploy.
The more you know.
I'm still running the binky third weapon. I'm gonna wean myself off the security blanket soon, especially since the spray weapon slot is in kind of a weird place in Reload. Sideways minigun? No way. Takes too long to start shooting. Meanwhile, little Timmy just did the grapple pump trick on you. GG. The attack SMG sucks. If you love to run this weapon, I have to know, who hurt you? Combat pistol isn't bad, but for my money, I'm running the combat SMG, arguably the best SMG ever made. Good range, the recoil isn't bad, and best of all, first shot accuracy. That is very rare to have that on an SMG, one of 2 in fact. Comment down below if you know what the other SMG is. The 4th slot is super easy, bunkers or bubbles. And one very important thing to note here, in squads and to some degree duos, someone can carry certain utility items, so you might be able to run that third weapon instead of the bunkers. Maybe a sniper and an AR if you want to get weird.
Come on, let's get nuts.
The final slot is a bit of a toss-up. Do you go double mobility or heals and shields? Most will probably go healing items, but we do respawn, and there's a lot of those items on the map, and there's a lot of them in Refresh Loot too. Unless you're in randoms, you can't rely on them to carry heals, or even share them. I prefer double mobility because so many other players are doing the same, It's 2024 and players love using it, even at the expense of an inventory slot. This might also be the place for the dreaded pumpkin launcher. A lot of players are using it and it is super annoying. And it's the oldest holiday themed weapon, and it's only around for a few weeks. Might as well have fun with it, right? And obviously it is a bunker buster. Ammo can be tough to find though. I noticed that was a problem. So there we go, peeps, the updated reload loadout for Zero build. Hammer AR, auto shotgun, grappler or combat SMG, bunkers, and health shield or second mobility. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like. Next video coming right up.